Holy fucking shit. I just watched David Lynch's Blue Velvet, and wow, that movie was some seriously, like, disturbing, fucked up shit. But it was awesome. Like, rest in peace, Dennis Hooper, but, like, dude, like, I've heard so many people, so many, like, film buffs talk about this movie, and, like, I'd never really. It's not that I don't hate David Lynch, I don't understand a lot of his work. It's a lot to do with, a lot of his work has to do with, like, dreams and, like, the surreal, and it's really, if you've ever watched Twin Peaks, it's just really, really, really bizarre stuff. But I mean, it was great. I mean, it's definitely not for the faint of heart, but it's just, I mean, it's so unique in that aspect, is that it's just so out there. Like, I'm just gonna review this movie real quickly in a nutshell because I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go to sleep here pretty soon, but probably gonna have nightmares now. Thanks, David Lynch. But yeah, basically, the movie opens up and it shows this, like, idyllic, like, 1950s 60s esque, like, town called Lumberville, and uh, it opens with, like, just this shot of, these different shots of, like, sprinklers and, like, happy music and flowers, and then, like, this old man that's watering, like, a lawn, like, his, like, hose gets jammed or something, and he's like, what the fuck, like, and he's, like, sprinkling, and then all of a sudden he's just like, like, just, like, falls over, and you, like, think he dies or something. It's just like, someone shoot him with a tranquilizer dart. What the fuck just happened? And then, like, it, like, falls over, this kid comes out, and he's all like, Grandpa, or whatever. And, like, you hear these, like, locust chirping sounds, and then, like, it, like, zooms in, like, microscopically, like, under the lawn where he's laying, like, possibly dead, and you see, like, all these, like, fucking, like, grubs and maggots and stuff, and there's, like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, and then the movie introduces you to Jeffrey, the main character, and I forget the actor's name. He's a good actor, and he's done, like, a lot of collaborations with David Lynch's, but I can't remember his name, but he's good. But you find out that guy that passed out at the beginning of the movie is actually his dad, and he had a stroke, and he's back home from college visiting his sick dad and staying with his mom and his aunt or grandma, whatever. I don't know who she is, but yeah, like, he's visiting his dad in the hospital, and he's walking home, and he walks past this, like, old, like, I don't know, it's like an old shack with, like, abandoned, like, tools and shit, and he's just, like, throwing rocks and stuff, just, like, bored. And he looks down, and there's, like, this ear, like, this severed ear that's being, like, nibbled on by, like, ants and shit, and he's just like, he, like, picks it up, and, like, looks around, like, puts it in a paper bag, and goes to the police station and reports it as a possible crime or a murder. And then he meets Laura Dern's character. I can't remember her name, but she's actually the daughter of the police chief that he goes and sees and tells him about this ear. And she's like, "Are you the one that found the ear?" And he's like, "How'd you know?" "I just know." And, like, they kind of start this, like, she has like a boyfriend, but they kind of, like, start this relationship. And Jeffrey's character, he's, like, real curious about everything. Like, he found this ear, and he's, like, hooked. Like, he wants to know everything about, like, what happened. Well, he gets information from the police chief's daughter, Laura Dern's character, that it's possibly linked to a kidnapping, like a botched robbery or kidnapping or something. And she says that a lot of evidence points to this weird woman that lives in this 7th floor apartment. And him being the curious guy that he is, or just crazy, he's like, "Let's sneak in. Like, let's go look." And, like, he sneaks in to her apartment, like, he acts like he's a bug spray guy, and then he takes her key, like, she's like, "What are you doing in here?" She's, like, paranoid, she's, like, looking around, and he comes to find out that she's a singer at this nightclub, and he watches her sing. He's kind of like entranced by her. Like him and Laura Dern go there and watch her sing, and like he's just like, who is this woman? And then he decides to go back with the key and sneak in. And Laura Dern's like, I'll honk 4 times if I see her coming back, because they like know that she's still at the club. And he's like looking around, and like he hears the door open, like he's like taking a piss and like flushes the toilet, while Laura Dern sees her pull up in her car and like starts honking the horn. Oh my god, she's here! And like so he runs and like, I'm getting way too much into the plot. I'm gonna stop here pretty quick, but like he runs in the closet like right before she opens the door, hides in her closet like this woman that's the singer, and then like comes in. He's hiding in the closet, and then she hears, like, he drops a clothing hanger, and then she comes in and opens the door, and she's like, "What are you doing in here? Who are you? Are you watching me naked? Take off your clothes." And she like gets a knife out, she like stabs him in the face. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I don't know what I'm doing here." He's like, I'm just curious. She's like, "You like to watch me? Take off your clothes." And she starts like caressing his body. It's just like, already know. Like, crazy woman, like, weird mental problems. And then, like, a knock at the door shows up. Or someone knocks at the door. She's like, oh my god, it's Frank. And, like, shuts him into the closet. And in walks fucking Dennis Hopper as Frank Booth. And this dude is, like, one of the scariest villains, if not one of the scariest villain I've ever seen in a movie. Like, he, like, has this mask where, like he's, like, these drugs or something. And, like, he's like, "Shut up, bitch! Get me my bourbon!" And like makes her like spread her legs and show her pussy and shit. And then like he's like, "Don't fucking look at me!" And like punches her in the face, and it's just like a disturbing scene, dude. He's like, "Baby, I want to fuck." And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this dude is demented. And like she comes out, she's all like on the floor, like terrified. He's like, "You stay alive, bitch!" And he like leaves. And then from then on, like his Jeffrey, his character is like hooked. He wants to help this woman because, like, I'm not going to ruin too much, but like he's breaking her down. He's like dehumanizing her for his own gain, like Dennis Hopper's character, and like he uncovers a lot of shit throughout the movie, and it just like it gets weirder and just more fucked up as it goes, but it's great. Like, some of the imagery, the music in it is really good. Like, the whole retro vibe. It's weird. It's like 80s mixed with like 50s. It's really strange. It's almost like this town can exist in its own like zone. I don't know, but it's a good movie. I highly recommend it. Not for the faint of heart. Blue Velvet, but yeah. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Just had a lot on my mind. It was a fucked up movie. Just wanted to vlog about it. But you guys hit me back with your comments. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know what you thought of the movie. And you guys have a good night. This is Gone Baby Han. I'll talk to you later.